Hello and welcome to Teacher Inspiration Station. Now, I don't know if you do morning meetings in your class, but if you don't, I highly suggest that you do it. Morning meetings are great to build a classroom community, reinforce concepts taught in class, give children a sense of belonging, and it really does help set the tone for the day. Now, how I start my morning meeting is kids come in and they pick a book to read, and then after about 5-10 minutes, I'll play a song, which is our good morning song, It's a Beautiful Day. And when I play that, it signals for the children to put their books away and meet me on the carpet. And we sing the rest of the song together, and then we sing the rule song. And then after that, I like to ask the students a question. Now, the question I usually ask them is, how are you feeling today and why? Or I'll ask them, do you have any news you'd like to share? But I find that to get kind of stale after a while. And with that latter question, do you have news to share? I just find a lot of kids are making up stories. Like, we live in Toronto, but kids will say, oh, I went to Disneyland on the weekend. Or they talk about toys that they've gotten, and sometimes their mama didn't get them that toy that weekend, and you know what I mean? Like, I just find like it's just I encourage creativity, but I just didn't find it to be that useful. So I was thinking, what kind of questions can I ask kids that are a bit more meaningful? And so I went on Teachers by Teachers. I love Teachers by Teachers. I feel like I keep that site in business. Like, I spent so much money on that website. Anyway, I went on Teachers by Teachers and I searched morning meeting questions, and I came across this resource. And it's called Social Emotional Learning Discussion Task Cards. Now, the description of this says it's for grades 4 to 8. I teach grade 1 and I do this with my grade 1s. Granted, I do not ask them all the questions that are in here, because there's some questions I feel like is not really age appropriate for grade 1, but the way the creator has it, and the creator is Pathway to Success, and I will definitely link them down below. They have the questions organized into different categories. So we have self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationships, and decision-making. And I just find this to be such an excellent resource. So the creators here has different ways that you can use it, but the way I use it is I cut the cards up and I put it in a little bag, and then I have a student pull out the question of the day and they read the question, and then we have a bit of a discussion. So different kids will answer the question, or you can have it where you can do it like a journal entry where you ask the question and then kids can go off and write and draw their answer, and then we share. You can have it where you do a turn-in talk where kids have a discussion with just partners. There's so many ways you can go with this. So here are some examples of some questions about self-awareness. So what makes you unique? And it's a great way to open up some vocabulary too, because the kids might not know what unique means. So what makes you different? What makes you special? What 3 words best describe you? Forces them to think, like, what words would I use to describe myself? And for some kids that might be a challenge. For some kids, they might find it really easy. But I just like this little way of planting a little seed in their brain, and think about it. Just think about it. What is it, what do you love about yourself? It could be something a quality that you have that you really like about yourself. It could be something physical. So this is great for, building self-confidence as well. Let's see, so self-management. Like a question, I wouldn't ask a grade 1 this, like, what does it mean to procrastinate? How can you overcome it? Older students, yes, but grade 1, like, they don't have that many responsibilities. I mean, they do have responsibilities, but it's not like they have a lot where they have to do a lot of time management, and you know what I mean? Like, they're not independent like that. Whereas older people, me, yes, how can I overcome procrastination? That's something I need to ask myself. Why is self-control an important skill? That's something I would ask a grade 1 children, because we talk about self-control all the time. We talk about self-management all the time, self-regulation. Why are these important skills to have? Some social awareness question. What does it mean to respect someone else? Again, that's something we talk about all the time in grade 1. How can you show respect to others? And relationships, skills for starting, building, and maintaining healthy relationships. What qualities do you look for in a friend? What does it mean to be a good friend? And then lastly, decision making. What does it mean to be responsible? Give an example of a time you made a responsible decision. What responsibilities do you have now? So I printed off, this is not even the entire resource. Hold on, let me show you. Let me just show you something. This is not even the entire resource. I just printed off a couple pages in each section. The actual resource, I think there's like 65 pages. Like, it's so thick, filled with so many useful, juicy questions to ask your students, and it's great for all grade levels. So I really wanted to share this resource. Whenever I find a gem, I really like to share it, and that's this one here, Social Emotional Learning Discussion Task Cards by Pathway to Success. Link them down below. I think it's $8, but well worth it. Well worth the money, and something I use every day. So that's it for today's video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.